Alright people, got a date coming up. This place here, beautiful inside. I'll show you soon with my proper filming gear. It's called Little Hanoi. And they make coffee here the old style way out of egg white. Instead of milk, because back in the day they couldn't get milk in Hanoi, so they made their own version of coffee with egg white. So I'll get one later and we'll give it a whirl and I'll give you my review. Right. This dog's never seen a white man before. He has not shut up since I got here. Hello! Xin chào! Xin chào! Talk some Vietnamese to him so he thinks I'm one of them. I won't even mention the smell here that's going to outlast religion, but anyway, you get the idea. This is my son's grandmother. That's my son there. We almost lost her last year. She was sick with COVID as well. But she came through it, but her husband didn't. The contingency plans here and the medical availability is just lacking, to say the least. If you don't have money, you don't go to hospital. Simple as that. And here's Cujo, the guardian of this facility. This here is a shrine to Junai's grandfather. Passed away from COVID-related illnesses 200 days ago. And this is the 200-day ceremony. Yeah, next week. 200-day ceremony next week, and we're just here picking up the grandmother to take her into Saigon to stay with us for a few days. And that's my grandson, my son's grandfather there. Junai is his grandson. And up here on the wall are some of the older family members that have passed away. That's Junai's auntie. And I'm not really sure who the other people are. Someone feels left out. The little man in the high-vis outfit. What is this, the lighting of the lanterns and the food? What's...
Mid-Autumn Festival.
Meat Autumn Festival. So you light the lamps and then eat what's that food you're gonna eat?
We eat the moon cake.
Moon cake. Ah, yum. What is in the moon cake?
Savory or sweet?
All right.
Đây nè cho con này.
It is sharing for everyone. Otherwise not
Anh chị
enough.
ngồi xuống đi. Ông bãi đi. Ông bãi.
Lên chân ngoại luôn.
Lên chân ngoại luôn.
Here's a little fruit stall. This one's open 24/7. It's sort of like on the side of the market. That one's open like that. Never closed its doors last night. Xin chào. Go down here. There's a like a butcher's down here. Oh, here's one here. Xin chào. Oh, meat. Yum, 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 yum. Yes, very good. Xin chào. Australia. Melbourne, Australia. Yeah. Very good. Yum, 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 yum. So what do we got here, guys? We got the carrots. We got pineapple. Yum. Oh, look at these tomatoes. They look pretty good. Wow. Oh, tofu. Tofu. Ah. No. There. Yeah, there. Yeah. Very good. It's very smoky. Xin chào. Oh, she's cooking something here. Very smoky. Xin chào. Oh, this looks like the dessert area. Wow, yum. So this is a traditional Vietnamese house here. This is where my son's grandparents and his aunts and uncles and cousins, they all live here as one family. And during the day, the whole house is open. Normally, I'm not sure how normal this is, but they actually dig the foundation a little bit into the earth to sort of try and, I guess, to access some of the coolness of the earth coming through, permeating. Or there are no carpets in traditional houses in Vietnam. It's either tiles and or even concrete, basically. So without any further ado, I'll take you now. The light's better. I'll take you. Oh, actually, I'll quickly show you. They have a pond out the back here. And in this pond, there are massive, like, catfish, carp things. And when I say massive, they're about 1 metre long. That's how big they are. Anyway, that's it through there. Here are the mad chooks. Now, all the food scraps from the whole entire house get thrown into that pond. And that's why those carp or catfish or whatever they are grow so big, because they're so well fed. And I've seen them fishing for them before and pulling them out of there last time I was here. And it's, you know, they put up a pretty good fight. Anyway, I had thoughts years ago of when I was into aquaponics and integrated aqua vegiculture systems that you could float rafts of vegetables and fruit on there. And yeah, basically run an aquaponic system like that. Anyway, here we go. This place is really happening now, man. It is. Last time I was here, they only ever had the market there. They didn't have these things on the sides, but now it's kind of like expanded. So we'll go cruise along a little bit. So we got the fish. This one's still kicking a little bit. Hello, fella. Hello. No, I don't eat fish. Thank you. We got some fresh eggs there. Yeah, fresh eggs. Ah, and if you did want a pair of thongs or a new pair of tracky dacks, you can get them here. This wasn't set up before when I was saying that you can't get stuff like that here. And this wasn't here the last time. That wasn't there. I think these are kind of like a chook, some kind of a chook or a duck or something. Yes. Xin chào. Yeah. And this here, guys, this is a doctor's surgery. As in like a GP, not surgery. I mean, you don't go in there and have a new heart put in kind of thing. Anyway, we got lots of fruit there. Xin chào. Lots of fruit. Don't know what they're called. This is where they do the pork rolls. Beautiful pork rolls. They're about 20 cents each or something, 30 cents each, and they are massive, mate. We're going to get one soon. It's just my son's mum's showing him the old family photo albums at the moment, so I'm on my own. So let's just cruise around again. Xin chào. That's some more fish. Yummy fish, yes. This looks like the dried section, doesn't it? Or sort of, some of it's dry. Yeah. Some more eggs. Great. Here's the meat chop shop. We got the commodities section here. Xin chào. Very attractive lady here selling the commodities. Hello. Yeah. Xin chào. Xin chào. This is some kind of a drink. I don't know what it is. I'll find out later and hopefully let you know. And so this is how they do it. Xin chào. This is how they do it. They go to the market early in the morning and they get the fish half alive. Then they bring them here, put them in this like steel lid with a bit of water, and they basically kind of just half live until they're sold and whacked over the head. Hello, xin chào. Lots of different fish. We've got the chicken's feet there. All sorts of stuff. Xin chào. Hello. This looks like some kind of a lungfish over there. Yeah. More chicken's feet. Lots of greens there. This is the green section. This looks like, I'm not even going to guess, guys. It sort of looked like, I even forget the western name of it. Spring onion. That's it, spring onion. Oh, there's a decent fish there too, man. That's probably what, 4 kilo? No, 2.5 kilo, 3 kilo. Yeah. Oh, xin chào. Look what I've spotted over here, people. We've got live frogs. Live frogs there, tied together. We've got some more fish there. Look at that. This lady selling the pork rolls here is Xin chào. This is my son's mum's friend from primary school. They grew up together. Yeah. She makes the best pork rolls. I'm going to get one in a minute, but I need to let her know I don't like the... What is it they put on there? The green thing? What's that? I think, is that like cucumber? I don't like the cucumber. Not a fan of the cucumber. So yeah, I'm going to get one of these now and hopefully not stuff it up. And you'll see, xin chào, xin chào. And you will see what they are like, people. Now let me get me money in order. Sorry about the dicky filming here, sorry. But I will... Last time I was here, I think the pork roll was about 20 or 30 cents Australian. So we'll see with the lay of the land in today's dichotomy, so to speak, post-COVID and how everything's gone up in price. We'll see. Anyway, I'll turn this off for a minute because she's busy and then I'll tape it when she's making mine, alright? Alright, she's just about to finish serving this lady, and we'll roll in now and grab one. Morning. Can I have one? But this one... No. Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah. Come on. Right, so the rolls are fresh, guys. See, I should come around the front. That'd be easier. Oh, look at that! Yummy. Salt and pepper, some sauce. Yum. Bit of soy sauce. Alright. Hey, come on. Xin chào. Alright, let's go eat that. I hope I gave her enough money. 10,000 dong, which is, I'll put up the conversion in a sec. Morning, Ma. Hi. You want one? You want pork roll? You want pork roll? No? Oh. Here's my son with his little instant camera, taking some photos, a budding little entrepreneur photographer.
I'm waiting for everybody to look at.
To come out and take some shots, eh? Awesome. Okay. Hello, little man.
Ê,
These are some of Junai's cousins.
con này biết trả tiền không?
Pardon me?
Hả?
What'd she say? Hang on, I've got to turn this off.
Biết trả.
Alright, guys. I'm going to go and head down a country road or little laneway. It's just not far from here. I'm heading the wrong way. Up this way. And I'm going to send up the drone and show you what this area looks like from the air, to give you an idea of just how far rural we are out of this city. So I'm going to flip you around now and show you this little laneway. It's a lot of farmland down this road that we're going, and lots of rice fields and stuff, but at the same time still very busy, as you will see. Lots of people. Give you an idea, it's only 6 o'clock in the morning here. Actually, let me confirm that. Let me just quickly look at my phone. Yep, 12 minutes past 6 a.m. on the 9th of September, and it's a Friday. And we're going to send up the drone not far from here so I can thinking this would be a good spot, because then it can return to home quite well, but there are power lines, so we're going to go up a little bit further and avoid those power lines. Yes, in the Asian countries the scooters are very popular, as you can see. Very cheap way to get around. It never ceases to amaze me though, how much stuff they can get on these bloody scooters, you know. It's just incredible. That wouldn't be a bad spot that little cement thing there. The only issue is that these power lines, but if I'm careful, we should be alright. And I don't particularly want to walk down too far. It's really hot and muggy here. I don't know how well you can see, but this is like some farmland through here. But you're going to get a much better idea of it in a minute when I send the drone up. So yeah, I'm going to send it up here. Give us a sec and I'll set it up and we'll go from there. Okay guys, I have got the iPad set up on the controller for the drone, and it's basically just a special adaptation thing I got for the back of it. I'll leave a link in the description below for it, and we'll go from there. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to sync this iPad up with the controller, because the Vietnamese internet that I bought is through a company called Holofly, and it allows you to keep your own SIM card. There's the drone there ready to go, and you just use the internet. But the issue is I found that you can no longer hotspot your phone and run iPads or your laptop through your hotspot on your phone. So it was almost a pain in the arse, and that was $77 for 20 days of unlimited internet. But we're going to give it a go, so I'll turn this off and we'll see how we go. And if it doesn't work, I'll take that off and I'll put my phone in. All right. My son's grandfather, who passed away almost 200 days ago, has or still has an awesome bonsai collection that he did them all himself over the years. I'll show you the rest of them, but sadly, as you can see, they have been let go, which is really sad. He was such an avid bonsai gardener. He would come home from work, he worked 7 days a week for over 50 years, guys, to give you an idea of just the tenacity and the will and the strength of the Vietnamese culture. You know, no wonder they gave us such a hard time in the Vietnam War, and rightly so, because they're just resilient. Anyway, it's really sad because he would get home from work and his meditation for a few hours every day was his garden, which was and still is amazing. It's just that it's been let go. No one's tending them, and I don't really see the point in me doing it, because who knows when I'll be back here again, and the same thing's just going to happen. So there's no point me coming through here and doing it. I mean, some of these bonsais are 30, 40 years old, and they're just gone. Anyway, it is what it is. We are going to his hometown next week, I forget which day, to celebrate the 200th day of his passing. It's quite a celebration here in the Vietnamese culture. So, and then every year after that, they have ceremonies for their deceased. And I was here for one of them when my then wife, too, and we got married in Australia, but we had a ceremony over here as well. And it coincided in the same week that the grandmother and my two older sisters passing. It all happened within a week. The reception here, and the grandmother's passing, and the sisters passing. And to give you an idea of the bond that this culture has, there was about 17 people, the Vietnamese family members that lived in other countries, who flew in for the 3-day ceremony. Now, if that's not gobsmacking for you guys, I don't know what is. And there was hundreds of them, mate. 3 days of feasting and drinking and praying. There were monks here and all sorts of stuff. It was just mind-blowing. Anyway, signing off. Ciao for now. Cautionary tale time. Last night I went out for dinner with a friend and I caught a taxi just out the front of the place where I'm staying, and was extremely tired, and I had a bunch of $500,000 notes, right, which are blue, and folded up separately to those, I had some $20,000 dong bills as well, which are the same fucking colour. Anyway, now here's what these scammers do, right? You tell them where you want to go, and they will never drop you out the front of the place. You want to know why? Because there are cameras around out the front of most restaurants and hotels, and there may be a record of them turning up there, and if you were to go back through the footage, they could be apprehended. So anyway, what they do is they park around the corner from where you need to go, and they kind of pretend that they don't speak English, and they just go, oh, little walk, and they point that way, and you're like, oh, all right. But they stop in the middle of the fucking street, right? And if you've ever been to Vietnam, you'll understand that people banging on their horns is a common occurrence here, and people, road rage and all that. So there's an element of pressure there, a time constraint there, where you feel like, oh shit, you've got to get out. So, and the other thing too is they don't turn the interior light on. Tricky little buggers. And I saw on the thing, it said, I think the cab ride was 200,000 dong. And I didn't have 200,000 dong in loose change, so I just gave him a 500,000 thing, right? And I knew it was a 500,000, well, I thought I knew it was, because it was so shiny and new to just come out of the ATM. Whereas the $20,000 ones I had were a little bit crinkled and papery, they didn't feel as plasticky. But I was tired, it was dark, I was in a hurry, there were people tooting their horns, and that pressure, you just... Anyway, when I give him the money, he turned around to the front and did something, and then he came back and he said, no, 200,000. And I'm like, yeah, I gave you 500,000, mate. Anyway, things start escalating, right? He starts yelling and screaming, and I just look at him and I say, mate, calm down or I'm going to fucking headbutt you. And he goes, oh, sorry. Anyway, not only did I have to give him another $500,000 note, and he gave me the change, and he's smashing it in my hand going, see, 100,000 change, 200,000. And I said, oh, sorry, man, I just didn't know. Went and had dinner, and it just didn't feel right. I felt something's not right. And you would think I would have learned my lesson, but by the time I left that restaurant, I was extremely tired, could barely keep awake. Got another cab, and when I realised that this guy wasn't going to drop me off out the front of the hotel, which is an extremely easy thing to do, I knew exactly where it was, and I realised the same. I handed him another $500,000 note because I didn't have change once again, and the same thing happened again, and he was getting upset and everything, and then I twigged, and I realised, nah, this ain't right, and I said to the guy, mate, you need to stop what you're doing now because I'm getting really angry. He goes, no English. I said, I'll put it in terms that you'll understand. So I got out of the car and I went around the front of the car, opened up his door, and as I was reaching in to undo his seatbelt and rip him out of the car and have a more in-depth conversation with this chap, I kind of heard some noises around me that went kind of like this. And as I sort of put my head back, there were 20 other cab drivers around the street all ready to run through me like a hot knife through butter. And then my common sense kicked in, and I thought, you know what, I could take this guy out, no problem, but there's 20 other guys here that are going to roll through me because this is a common scam in Vietnam, which I had researched 2 weeks before I got here, but I was so tired I'd forgotten about it. I'd had a shitty day, and let that be a lesson to you guys. Always carry, smaller notes, and roughly gauge how much you think a cab ride's going to cost if you can, or grab it from a reputable company like a Grab or something like that. And don't just hail a cab down off the street. Make sure you use the app because then it's recorded. You have a history of it. And do not ever let the hotel staff order you a cab because they're just as fucking scammy. All right, enough from me. I could have been in jail last night. I was going to absolutely rain blows down upon this prick. All right, ciao for now.